Wait, I'm sorry. Hello? Okay, wait. Okay, there we go. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Was battling a little technical difficulties or whatnot. It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. And this video is none other than what the title says. Now, for those of y'all who saw my first video that got snatched down by YouTube, I will admit I knew when I finished that live up, I was like, I did a lot. I said a lot of stuff. I didn't need to say some of this. But if y'all saw my video, I had said that Kimmie was gonna come out, and said, it wasn't what he said. It wasn't, he didn't mean it how he said it. At the end of the day, I love my men and my men and my men. And I knew it was going to be this. All right. Thank you, CJ. Thank you. But I knew it was going to be this, right? So I was on the internet last night, right? And I was like, let me look through the YouTube sphere. And I came across something. Now, I'm not only am I going to react to this, and we're going to break this down, talk about it, but then we're going to also have to get into the whole Melody Holt / Arionne thing, because you guys have requested for me to talk about that. I wasn't going to talk about it. I've been I've been very quiet upon that, that subject, because child, I'm not trying to get attacked. But at this point, damned if I do, damned if I don't, who cares at this point, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to pull up the video that I seen yesterday on Fox Soul of Kimmie and Maurice basically having no shame, Kimmie looking completely dumb, and we're going to discuss it. All right. So first thing first, let me just do this. I'm going to share the screen for you guys. All right. We're going to share the screen. Get yourselves comfy, because this is going to be a long ride. Okay. It's going to be a long, bumpy ride. All right. Lord Jesus, help us. Because one thing I was not here for is Kimmie coming across as a pick me. But I already knew she was going to do that, because Kimmie doesn't surprise me. Kimmie is is literally the same person as Tisha. It's just that she's smarter. So she can make herself look more like, I don't do that. I don't play those games, girl. I don't do that. He knows better than what to do. She can play that game, but in reality, she bends easy just as much as Tisha does, which is why on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Maurice then convinced this lady to restart her whole beef with Kiowa, because Kiowa did not fight for her honor, because Kiowa did not fight to say that she was not a side chick. Kiowa did not confirm or deny anything. Last time I checked, Kiowa is not on the show. That's for your man to do. You need to take that issue that you have with Kiowa and redirect it to your man, who's basically laughing while everybody called you a side chick. But that's besides the point. I honestly don't know if she gets out of the marriage, but you want to know what? It ain't my business. All right, y'all. Now, I'm going to play this. I will not be able to play y'all won't be able to see the video, is what I'm saying. Okay. I just want y'all to know that, so y'all not surprised. All right. So let's get it started.
Kimmie, I'd like to give you the opportunity to respond to a headline. A sad case of a man. Love and Marriage Huntsville fans slam Maurice for demanding intimacy while Kimmie goes through chemotherapy. Kimmie, what is your response to the backlash that Maurice has been getting lately?
So here's the thing, like originally, I didn't even watch it. He told me he had an interview with Carlos, and usually I just kind of get the nuts and bolts of it. You know, he was like, well, we did this. He asked me about that, and I didn't do anything. And then when I finally saw stuff just kind of everywhere, I was like, oh my gosh, what did you say? I literally was like, what did you say? And so one of the comments somebody keeps screenshotting around is the fact that I said, let me go see the interview. And people were like, I don't believe she hasn't seen it. And I just got life. Like, we got stuff. So when I actually did see it, I told him, I said, no, disrespectful. Like, the words that you chose were cruel to me. It wasn't protecting me. The irony of the conversation in itself was that if you actually watch the show, I'm the one who initiated the conversation in regards to the fact that the chemo has affected my libido. And I know that affects him and his sexual interests. So he has never forced me to do one single thing. He has never made me. He has never implied he was going to leave me. So the headlines, in order to get likes and tags, I absolutely get it. But the words that he chose to use throughout that interview, I felt were a bad choice of words in regards.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Did I not say that she was gonna be like, he didn't mean it that way? It was just a bad choice of words. He didn't mean that. I knew she was gonna say this because that's the type of lady that she is. And Kimmie, we understand. Sweetie, we understand that he's not out here with a gun to your head, basically saying, turn over and give me that puss. We already know that, girl. What we're saying is that in this relationship, you feel the need to want to have sex to please a man when your body is literally fighting a deadly disease and you have no sexual wants or need to have sex at the moment, but you're doing it and suffering through it because I know it's all mental up here for women. It's all mental for women, right? You're suffering through it to please him because you are afraid if you don't, he may not leave you. He's not going to leave you, of course, because he needs you to be on the show. He also needs you to take care of his kid that he don't feel like taking care of. He also needs you to leech off of. He's staying in your house, all of these things. Mind you, he hasn't bought any new property, just in, like he needs you. So he's not going to leave, but he will go cheat. And you know that, which is why you're saying, he's not forcing me, but it's something I wanted. It's not something that you wanted. So you're telling me, Kimmie, just let's pull Maurice out of the box. Let's put him out of the equation. Let's just say you're a single woman. You're a single woman and you had to battle, cancer and you were on chemo. Would you be out here, playing with your puss or, getting a magic wand or, getting a dildo and doing all of these things? No, because you are not sexually aroused right now. You're not. You're at a point where you are just focused on your health. But because you know that he holds sex above everything, you're going to force yourself to do something. The force does not have to be explicably stated nor physically, implied. What's implied is mental. I'm going to do this if you don't do this. I would never let him go this much time without getting this because I know he will do something in my mind. That's how that goes. But we can continue.
To me because it didn't protect me in the words that he chose to use to describe.
Quick question. When has this man ever protected you? That's my thing. When has this man ever protected? Can y'all raise y'all hands if y'all ever remembered Maurice standing up and protecting his wife named Kimmie Scott? Can anybody do it? Because when she was getting called a side chick, he didn't protect you. When you were getting disrespected by Martell, he didn't check you. You mean, he didn't check him? No matter what happened, he was not getting checked. And you never protected this woman. This woman was not getting protected. So his words not being protected, he never protects you with his words nor his actions. So, and then she acts so surprised, like, he doesn't do this often. Kimmie, we have saw this man embarrass you, demean you for like countless times. None of this is any way, shape, or form different than what we've seen before, might I add. But let's continue.
I think he said, bend over and take it. That's like ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. And I told him, I said,
that's the truth on what he's feeling. What do you mean it's ridiculous?
Awful. The wording choice was awful.
You know,
I want to jump in, say something real quick. I was horrified too with some of the language. And spoke about having a situation where it was the reverse. I had a man that had some issues. I want to ask both of you. Kimmie, I want to ask you first, do you feel the pressure? Like if I don't satisfy my man, even when I don't feel good, am I nervous? Do I feel a way about the future of my marriage? And Maurice, if you could take back what you said, would you rephrase it or do you stand on exactly what you said?
So for me, like I said, we filmed it and everything. For Kimmie, I never felt like he was going to leave me. That wasn't the case whatsoever. However, even before our chemo issue came up, we already had conversation about our sex life. We talked about our sex life before we got married. So this is like an honest statement. In Kimmie's world, I had made up in my head 7 days was the limit. Like I would never make my husband go more than 7 days. I don't care if we're angry. I don't care what's going on. That was always Kimmie's rule in her head. And so in this case, we went about 2 weeks and I was like, ugh. So it was.
So listen to this. So she talking about she has a rule in her head that she can't let him go more than 7 days. So she decides to, at this point, she said that she went 2 weeks. So 14 days. Mind you, she's on chemo. She's on chemotherapy. She's going through radiation. Right? And this man has this woman feeling like, you know what, even though I'm dying, because let's be real, that's what cancer kills you if left untreated. She's literally fighting for her life. Her body is fighting to stay alive. You know, she's up there like, you know, I may be dying, but you know, let me turn over and give my man some of that good, even though I just left chemotherapy and my body is sick, tired, and you know, and brittle at this point. The sunken place.
My choice, because I know that that's fulfilling for both of us. It's fulfilling for both of us. Like at the end of the day, he's not the only one missing out. I'm missing out because I don't.
You literally said on the show that you were not getting anything out of this. You are not missing out on. Quit lying to us, Kimmie. You said that you were not getting anything out of this. You were just doing this for him. You're not getting anything out of this. You're not. And as far as like women, you know, women's arousal and women's anatomy goes when they want to have sex, it's all mental. It's all mental when it comes to climax, you know, on top of the clitoris, you know, we like, look, I ain't gonna get too deep into all of that, but I'm saying like, it's all mental. Well, part mental, part clitoris, part stroke game, you know, but honestly, women don't even need penetration to, you know, to orgasm. So I'm saying you're not reaching your climax because mentally you're not even there. Your mind is somewhere else focused on your health, but you know you have to give this up to him to keep him at bay. Meanwhile, he's not helping you with the cleaning. He's not raising his son. He's being disrespectful of you. He's making you clean the house, making you rake the leaves. Girl, what are you getting out of this man? It's pathetic and it's desperate. And this is why I don't like Kimmie. I can't get with Kimmie. I know y'all like her, but I can't do it with sis. I can't do it with her. I can't.
The same climax. I don't have the same arousal. You know what I'm saying? So I never had that conversation based on the fact that I thought he was going to leave. I know I love my husband and that is a big part of our world. I don't physically hurt. It doesn't hurt me to have sex. It doesn't do that whatsoever. It was just the arousal of the moment and the climax.
It's not about being physically hurt. It's about the fact that your body truthfully doesn't want it and you're truthfully not into it, but you're forcing yourself to keep him at bay while you're battling cancer and you're basically allowing him to use you as a flesh jack. You're just jacking him off at this point with your cooch. That's what that's what this really is. And if cancer is not enough to make him decide that he needs to slow down with as far as the sex things that he wants from you at that point of time, then girl, isn't it like he's just selfish? How can you keep the same standard, for you in your regular day-to-day life that you have, when you're literally battling cancer? If you have to keep that same level of expectation from her, which was already insane, for heterosexual relationships anyway, because women don't want to be having sex every day. Well, the women that I've talked to, the women that's be on these channels be saying, y'all don't want to have sex every day. I don't know what y'all want to do every day. But I'm saying it was already kind of extreme anyway when it comes to that. But now you're adding cancer into it and his expectations are still there. And you feel so guilty after chemo, after radiation, after treatment, after cooking, after cleaning, after taking care of his son that he's supposed to be being a father to. You're being a father to his kid. You feel so guilty after all of that that you have to turn over in the midst of you battling cancer and give up some cooch. It's not about if it hurts. It's about, do you respect yourself enough to set a boundary to maintain your self-care above all else? That's what this is about, Kimmie. And from what we see, you don't. But let's continue.
Max, that is very different for me. So I'm just not getting the same fulfillment out of the sexual activity that he was.
We got it. So let's get Maurice in here. Maurice, do you think it was selfish for you to force your wife to suffer through it while she was fighting for her life? Your words.
Your words. Now, those are my words. And I'm going to own the words that I say.
Like, Kimmie, like, you're talking about your words, but at the end of the day, he's talking about you. That's your husband. That's a reflection of you. You're literally sitting next to a dumbass. Your words. His words are always making you look dumb. And you always trying to make it seem like you're much smarter than, no, y'all two are two sides of the same coin to me. Y'all are both idiots. And he's a big ass idiot. I cannot stand these people, y'all. I cannot stand Maurice.
However, you have to take everything into full context. I didn't have knowledge of her suffering. I didn't have knowledge of her rolling over and giving it to me when she didn't want to, right? Or didn't feel the need to. At the end of the day, this is the thing. She surprised the hell out of me on television, talking about, you know what? I'm not getting it. I'm faking it. All that stuff. Like, listen, it's on national TV. So I'm like, oh, really? So you're faking it. This whole time I'm thinking that you're doing it. It puts everything into context when you watch the television show and then you actually see the interview. Because for me to find out that she's faking it, and then for me to analyze the situation and say, it's admirable for her to do this because, number one, most people that do things for you let you know that they're doing it for you. They don't let you find out later on, oh, wow, you were actually hurting or you were going through something and you were sharing that and you were doing it for me. So, of course, I would change my words and give better context in any type of interview. However,
first and foremost, like, she had already been said on the camera that she didn't know, like, sexual, like, you know, your sexual libido goes down after suffering cancer. And she was experiencing that. Like, she's already let us know that it was struggles in the bedroom between you two. So when you're trying to say that we're taking it out of context and that we're not actually moving along with the timeline, you're lying. You're just trying to cover your ass because you know you sound like a bitch. And I really hate that these people try to play in our. This is why I cannot stand Kimmie and Maurice, because what they do, they will literally play in your face and then try to convince you that they're not playing in your face. They literally will play in your face and then try to tell you, I'm not playing in your face. I'm just, you know, they'll try to make you believe what you saw isn't what you saw. What you heard isn't what you heard. What they've explained isn't what they've explained. Your husband literally sat there for an hour and a half and giggled with Carlos King about not only about you not, you know, you not wanting to have sex, but suffering through it, but you also not wanting him to raise his son. You also wanted him to be cruel to his son. Are we not even going to talk about that? Are we just going to ignore that he was saying that stuff too? Like, Kimmie is a dumbass. I truthfully can't. She too old for this. And the reason that she's doing this is because she feel old and she outdated and she got a husband and she gonna keep him at all costs because she feels that she's getting older, she's aging out, and it's gonna be harder for her to find a man. But sweetie, if this is what you want as a relationship just so you won't be alone, this is ridiculous. That man don't love her, y'all. He don't love her.
whatever. I still claim that.
You don't think you don't think it was a little cringy to even want to have sex with her while she was going through that? And I ask that because typically if somebody's not feeling well, we don't make them cook. We don't make them wash the dishes. We may not make them take the kids to school. And all of those things are oftentimes considered a wife's duty. You didn't think it would be all right for her to forego that one duty while she...
And then check this, Miss Funky Doniva, she's still doing all of the other stuff too. She's doing all the other stuff too, the cooking, the cleaning, taking his kid to and from school whenever he don't feel like doing it. You know, all of the things. She's the one who's running, you know, running the co-parenting, you know, meetings between her and Kiowa. You know, she's doing everything else, but she's also demanded to have sex. Ain't that some shit? If I'm giving you the puss, you can at least take care of everything else while I'm going through cancer, but you can't even do that. Girl.
He was going through this.
See, this is the thing. We weren't doing all the days she was feeling good. Unless I didn't know that either.
Interesting.
So can you ask you earlier, would you rephrase anything that you said? Because it seemed your wife just revealed that it was your words, right? You know how you said things, bend over and take it. If you, I've done this many times. I've said stuff and it's like, I wish I would have said it like this. Would you rephrase anything? Would you do over, or are you like, no, I meant it exactly?
Definitely. Anytime my wife feels like she's not protected by whatever I do, that's my job. That's why God gave her to me, is to make sure that I have a covering and protection over her at all times.
They always bring God into it, you know, when they try to justify their bullshit. They always bring him into it. I wish y'all leave God out of stuff. And you never once again, y'all just like, let me show y'all this screenshot. This screenshot literally proves what their relationship is. Let me show y'all. This is the screenshot. This is literally their relationship. Her being full of disappointment, him looking like a dumbass, her just trying to keep it together. This screenshot is literally the embodiment of their relationship dynamic. Raise your hands if y'all agree. This is what it is. Tell me this is not what their relationship gives on a regular basis. Disappointment and dumbassery. One of y'all just so disappointed, just looking at the floor like, girl, what did I do? Why did I get myself into this, girl? And then the other person just looking like a dumbass. Well, you know, it gives that on a regular basis. But let's continue, child. Actually, this might be the screenshot. What's the timestamp? 6:38. Gotcha. All right, let's continue, child.
And if she feels like my words are crass, then I'll take my words. I'm not one of those people that say, man, I said what I said. Now, mind you, that's a great quote and everything else that goes around social media. I said what I said.
Kimmie is looking like this nigga is lying. Like this man is lying. He's a liar. She's looking like she don't believe any of the stuff that he's saying. Girl, when have you ever protected me? When have you ever made me feel that, you know, that I'm protected? Girl, like you never made me feel like that. And they're like, look, it's the faces that she's making as he's talking. She don't look like, she just looked disappointed. She looks angry. Like, Kimmie, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this, Kimmie? You ain't got to do this. You pretty. You kind of thick. There's a lot of men that will want you. You ain't got no kids no more. Well, you do got a kid, but he grown. You can find a man that can really treat you how you deserve to be treated. But I guess, sis. I guess.
Where it came from. But I'm not people. It came from
Candy on the Housewives of Atlanta. She said it on one of the videos.
But I'm not one of them. I said what I said. I said what I said. Hold on. Let me say it better the next time.
So I know y'all probably been through this, and we know Martell and Melody have gone through this. The fans have been voicing their opinion about Maurice's remarks, and many of them are saying, you know, Kimmie should leave the relationship. Obviously, you're not going nowhere. But has all this scatterbutt from the fans affected you guys' relationship in any way?
I actually really don't care what people say that the love.
Notice how that's not an answer. Notice how that's not an answer, y'all. Notice how they're like, that's not an answer. It has affected their relationship. because he's literally embarrassing you in front of America. And if you say it doesn't affect your relationship, and how he, no matter how he doesn't protect you with his words in public, how he just lets you come across so disgustingly, Kimmie, you know, all of that type of stuff, it just makes you look even more worse. And I want to hear what Kimmie has to say out of this, because he's doing a lot of talking, but Kimmie is just looking into the camera like, help. That's what she's looking like.
Don't care what people say that they love me. Like, they love me one day and they hate me the next. You know,
We never loved you.
Kimmie says it offends her, guess what? I'll be changing. If Monster says it offends him, Jalen, any of the kids, guess what? I'll change. But
I think
It's
that's
a moment in time being on, you know, television that we have to take a lot of comments, whether we agree, don't agree. I usually take most of them with a grain of salt most of the time. However, I think, you know, some of our fans to me just go overboard, like really for real. But in general, I felt like a lot of them were warranted, that the communication, it was crass. I mean, it was crass and, you know, non-protecting, disrespectful. A lot of those comments were on point.
And I gotta say this.
But notice why she's saying that it was disrespectful, non-protecting, all of this stuff. He was embarrassing you. He's not apologizing. He hasn't said, you know, babe, I also apologize for my words. I should have thought more carefully. I should have chose my words more carefully. He's not saying any of that stuff. He is so indignant. He's standing beside her like, bitch, I said what I said, bitch. And she's up there like, looking dumb as hell. This man ain't, you literally repeated over 5 or 6 times that the words that he said were crass, non-protecting, and defamatory. And he's literally not even looking towards you to apologize on the same platform. Well, not necessarily the same platform, but I'm just saying in front of America to apologize for the stuff that he said. He won't even give you an apology. Girl, you too damn old for this. Girl.
The woman here, and I'm sorry, Al, I know you haven't had a chance to say anything. I still haven't heard him rephrase it in a kinder way right here on the show. I've been trying to give you the opportunity because I feel like your wife is protecting you more than you're protecting her.
Exactly.
And so she's protecting your rep, and I'm like,
Oh, Michael.
Kimmie, I should have said it like this. I'm sorry. And it's like, I feel so bad for her. I can't imagine going through what she's going through. You saying that, and then me asking you twice if you would rephrase it, and you said, yeah, but you really haven't. It seems like it's more about you than her still, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, and you can tell me.
This is why I love Claudia Jordan most of the times. Baby, if Claudia Jordan do not do one thing, she gonna get down to the nitty gritty. And she literally repeated what I've said. See, y'all, I'm right. See, we right here. We right here. You literally came onto this platform, Kimmie, because you wanted to protect and defend this man. He has not reworded anything. You have said 5 or 6 times that what he said was hurtful, defamatory, demeaning, crass, unprotecting. And I don't even know what the fuck, unprotecting words even sounds like. I don't even like the way that terminology sounds. Why won't you just be honest and say that what he said was disgusting? You trying to use other adjectives that doesn't sound as worse, but it was disgusting and it was demeaning to you as a woman, as a person, as a human being. And you've repeated that multiple times in other words, and you've been paraphrasing this whole interview saying that, and he still has yet to apologize to you, nor give us another way to say it, because you want to know what is no other fucking way to say it, because it's disgusting to hear, no matter how you try to word that shit, that you have to have sex while you're going through fucking chemotherapy and radiation to appease a man who literally should be by your side. And he said that, him being by your side, is, being there for you while you go to chemo, and you being by his side is having sex with him, although you're battling cancer. Girl, what? Oh my God, Claudia. Yes. Give me what I need. This is why I like her.
Shut the fuck up you want to. This is my opinion,
I understand where you're coming from. And what I said is you got to get it in the context. I'm not going to.
This is so embarrassing, Kimmie. Oh, Kimmie look embarrassed. She looked embarrassed.
He said, "Would I rephrase it?" Yes, I would rephrase it. But at the end of the day, we're talking about this because I've already said something, right? There's no taking it back. There's no ringing that bell. That bell's rung. That's why we're here. At the end of in the future, what I will do is I'll make sure that my wife feels protected. I don't feel any different about the situation. At the end of the day, my wife did
He don't feel any different. And then he's going to say, like, from this point on, I'll make sure my wife is protected. You keep on saying that, but she never gets protected. How many times have you been promising her that you're going to protect her how you need to? See, you want to claim that you're a traditional man, but you don't even know how to be one. You're claiming that you want to be this traditional man, but you don't know how to be one. How that work? You can't protect. You can't provide. You don't listen. You're not a good leader. You're a dumbass. You don't want to be a father. Your son is literally in his room for 18 hours a day watching Donkey Kong videos while you doing whatever you're doing. You only talk to him when you pick up and drop him off from school. What about you is traditional? Because obviously you don't know how to protect and provide. That's definitely not what you're doing. Meanwhile, Carlos King is on the podcast talking about, Maurice, you're such a traditional man. I was raised in a traditional household. Let me not say too much because they'll snatch this video down too, child. All right, let's continue. And then we got to move on to the Melody and Arionne segment.
It's something that most people won't do. Simply, she put her personal feelings aside. I never wanted her to do anything that was uncomfortable. I wanted her to stop working. I wanted her to put everything to the side and let's get better. So when she's doing things to find a sense of normalcy in life, guess what? I don't know, because I'm not inside of her, what makes her feel good, what doesn't make her feel good, when she's feeling good, when she's not. So at the end of the day, you know what?
Maurice, I feel that.
Period. That's the end, y'all. That's the end of that one. There's this segment, at least, for the Kimmie and Maurice part. That's all that was there. And at the end of the day, y'all, I'm disgusted. I really am. Let's read some of y'all comments. Those words, roll over and suffer through it. You can't fix that. You meant exactly what you said. A lot of men saying he ain't, and so it's bad and he was wrong because they say that because they stay on code, right? It's no way to reword that. It's no way to reword you wanting your wife battling cancer to roll over and have sex, period. She's saying that when she throw her leg on you, you think that is mean sex, but she really want to cuddle. When somebody battles chemo, when somebody's battling radiation, when they come home and they're in their bed and they're resting, they want to be held. They want to feel that protection when they're in the bed. They just want to feel secure. They want that, that intimacy. They don't want you to try to shove your penis inside of them. What is wrong with y'all niggas? He is like, Kimmie. Who, child? Kimmie is walking the green mile at this point, baby. Kimmie is walking the green mile at this point. I really hate that for you, Kimmie, because I feel that you are a good woman. I can see that. I can't take that away from you. Now, you may not be my type of chick. You may not be my type of chick or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, you deserve more. And until you have the respect for yourself and to understand that you can be your own best friend, you need your own company. You don't need anybody else out here, to do the things that you need to do. You are going to be suffering because you don't hold yourself in a high regard. You are just allowing yourself to be used any type of way just to fulfill a sense of loneliness that you've acquired throughout the years of raising your son by yourself. And I hate that for you. And I just want you to gain the, the love of yourself to get something better, something more that you deserve, honestly. Because this was very disgusting to watch, and it was very embarrassing to watch. This was not a good look. It was not a good look. It was not a good look whatsoever. We hate that for you. We hate this for you. And I knew that you was going to come across as a pick-me, literally putting up the shield of defense for a man that once again put himself in a hole because he don't know how to shut his dumb ass mouth And you literally putting yourself on the line to look like a dumbass. But at the end of the day, Kimmie, hands off. Because at the end of the day, Kimmie, if you don't want help, if you think that this is fine, if you think that we're all just over exaggerating, if you think that we're taking stuff too far, that is okay, sis. Because we'll let you handle it. That's your relationship. That's your cancer. That's your man. That's your battle. Okay, next thing, because I ain't got time for Kimmie. Okay, now let's get into this. This is coming straight, you know, from 9mag TV, y'all. So first and foremost, let me get it started here. I think it's completely disgusting. I think it's completely disgusting for you to expect, you know, to expect yourself to be able to play in somebody's face for X amount of years. Now, Arionne, you filthy peasant. You literally fucked this woman's husband, bragged about it online, been a terrible mother to your kids. I literally be hearing the screams of your little son who got a sucker stuck to the carpet, still in the closet, still waiting for you to let him out. When are you going to let that child out the closet? You got him tied up in a closet while you and Martell are in a room watching, you know, Medea movies on network. At the end of the day, if you really was to put your best foot forward, you know, stop the BS, you would be in such a better place. But like I always thought about you, you're dumb, you're crass, you have no shame. You are a pigeon, a bird, and honestly, you are the embodiment of, you know, your mama need a coochie wipe. When he kind of like leak it up in you a little bit, but it's still low enough that you can wipe it out, with a wet wipe. You probably should have been a wet wipe child. You could have got wiped out. Because what have you inputted into the world? How have you made the world a better place? How have you changed somebody's life in a positive? All you've done is cause destruction, confusion, and hurt no matter where you go. You're going around here sleeping with people's husbands. You're lying. You're denying. You out here embarrassing yourself, neglecting your children, and just being an all-around hoe. And at this point, we don't need another one of them out here. We don't need that. I could count on Instagram how many hoes I see. And the thing about it is you ain't even that bad. You ain't even all of that. You're not. You're not. The wife literally looks better than you. You ain't even one of them Instagram models who could really pull a football player. Like the most that you can pull is probably the manager of a Chick-fil-A. Or maybe the head chef at a Applebee's, a lead cook at a Chili's restaurant, baby back ribs, that type of stuff. I can see you pulling that, but you could never pull somebody with status and clout, which is why you keep on opening your cooch like a revolving door to a baby daddy who's literally embarrassed you, called you a peasant, called you literally 15%, and just dogged you out in the media time and time again. And you brag about how you were able to do this, how you were able to do that, how you were able to take this man with your eyes closed, but you can't get him to marry you with your eyes closed. You can't get him to marry you with your eyes closed. You can't do that. But you want to get on here and play. Now you've reached a point, sis, where you gotten so low in your vibrations and you reached a new level of dumb bitchery that you decided to contemplate sending an explicit tape of melody to another person to get it blasted for what? That woman isn't even thinking about you, sis. Are you that mad that all your coochie was a cum dump for a man who can't even afford his own home? Are you that mad that this man who you thought was this king, was this knight, was your knight in shining armor turned out to be a little piece of shit after the veil that Melody, had over America was taken away? We saw Martell for who he really was, a fuck nigga that fucked a fuck bitch that ended up having a fucking child out of wedlock on the side of illegitimate child. Are you mad at that? Are you mad at her because she's not providing you the lifestyle that you become so accustomed to? But let's get into this because Melody got some stuff to say, and I'm very interested to hear it. You know, I'm very interested to hear. Let's hear what Melody got to say, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's get on into it. Now, I'm pretty sure it's multiple videos, and we'll be looking for them all.
First of all, ain't nothing bad-bodied over here. Let's be clear. Come with something deeper than that. Like, come with something better than that.
Wait. This ain't the one. This ain't the one. I wish you would have just made a whole live. You know, instead of all of these multiple little mini clips. My God, Melody. I want to hear what she got to say. Hold on, y'all. We gonna hear what she got to say. Because I heard she was talking spicy. You know, anytime, somebody is gonna get, threatened or beat up, I'm there for that. I'm here, I'm here for Arionne getting her ass whooped. If she want to get, if she want to keep playing, she can get popped easily, at the end of the day. All right, I think I found the video. All right, let's share this one instead. Cool. Everybody got y'all popcorn and stuff. Everybody seated. Y'all ready? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready for us to get into this. Put a 1 in the chat if you ready for us to get into this. Okay, put a 1 in the chat. And then after this, we're going to drill into the situation a bit more. Drill into Melody a little bit. Drill into why Arionne is doing the things that she's doing. And then, drill back into Kimmy and Maurice. And then we're gonna call it a day. All right? We're going to call it a day. All right, let's get started. All right.
Hello. Hi. I see y'all. Hey. Shamir? If so, that's pretty. See my cousin is on here. George, my other cousin, just came on here. What's up? What's up? I see all of these content pages. Caramel Real, Money Making Melody. Whew. I see y'all. Oh, God dang. Hey, Mama, glad you're on here today, but you can go ahead and leave left. Exit stage left for a minute. See, I should have snuck.
Oh, she want her mama to leave? What's about to happen? Somebody go and turn off Miss Van's Wi-Fi. So somebody go in Melody's house and turn off the Wi-Fi to Miss Van's room, please, because she is not allowed to watch this live. Turn off her Wi-Fi and put on any type of soap opera that's on the television at once, because that usually distracts those, women of a certain age. All right, so let's continue, because obviously Melody said that what we need to do is go turn off Miss Van's Y'all, did y'all turn off Miss Van's Wi-Fi? Y'all turned it off? Okay. Miss Van's Wi-Fi is turned off, Melody. We can continue. All right.
Looking, got her phone turned off notifications while I was down there. Hey, Mama, go on and log off this live. I'll call you in a minute. Business moving, what's up? So listen, let me go ahead and say this really quickly. Okay. First off, let me say, I can say certainly that for a very long time, I've been literally sitting over here minding my business.
True.
Not giving nobody no time of the day.
True.
Not like just paying people dust.
As
Mama
you
said, okay, I'm getting off good. Thank you. So I can speak freely. But you gotta have a certain level of respect for your mama.
Unlike Stormy. But then again, her mama disrespectful anyway, so nobody cares.
Okay. So let me go ahead and say this real quick. I have been choosing to take the high road and ignore all the little shady stuff and the little shady posts and all the little shady shit, because my mama should be off by now. Okay. I've been choosing to be there, but let me make something very clear. Okay.
Oh, also, y'all, this video is brought to y'all by KDB. She's a YouTuber that also, does a lot of, content on Love, Marriage, Huntsville. She also uploads a lot of Instagram, videos and stuff like that she can catch. So y'all go in there and subscribe to her channel if you guys can. Okay, so let's continue.
And I'm saying this because I'm sure that the little fake profiles are watching anyway. So you see me. Let me make something very clear. My choosing to be professional, to handle my business, to ignore you, does not negate the fact that I will whoop your ass. And I mean that with
What? Wait, hold on. What's going on? Wait. Did she just say she will whoop her ass? Can Melody fight, y'all? Baby, listen. Now she gonna mollywop her? Come on, Melody. This is what I believe should happen. You should have beat this girl ass a long time ago. See, but Melody likes to keep it classy. But see, the type that Arionne is, you got to beat the brakes off of that hoe, like to get her up off of you. If you don't beat the shit out of her, look, at least one good time, she going to continue to try you. So I'm happy that now you're at this point, Melody, where you understand that you need to whoop her ass, because a ass whooping is necessary for this girl because she's too disrespectful. She's too disrespectful, and you've been taking on so much. I'm surprised you ain't break a long time ago. We all know that Arionne's cooch, reeks of, gas station paper towels. So at this point, sis, I'm not surprised if she's used to a little scrapping. You can beat that bitch up. Go ahead. I support it. I'll put some money on your books if you get arrested, but I don't even honestly think you'll need me to put no money on your books. I think you can get yourself out just fine. Okay? Now that's just me.
everything in me. Period. Now, you already know I've pulled up on you before.
Wait, so she already pulled up on her to beat her ass before and Arionne didn't come out the house? What? According to court documents, Melody has hands allegedly. Oh, okay. According to Colton County court documents. All right. I'm here for it. Hey, ass whooping been long overdue. You'll be out in the morning, girl. Make sure you don't do it on a Friday and be stuck all weekend. Cause at this point, you're an entrepreneur. You ain't got to put in a job application. Beat that girl ass. Beat her ass, Melody. Whoop her ass.
Before. And let me say this to the people who are on the whole, like, this ain't nothing about no man. Let me be very clear about that, because I done got a couple of DMs. Like,
right. I just like, so Martell, that's for you. It's to let you know that although me and this dumb goofy hoe is arguing, it has nothing to do with you specifically, because I don't want you. We don't want you. At the end of the day, it's about the disrespect of sharing, revenge P to other people that involves me. It's nothing to do with you, because y'all know Martell is probably like, they arguing over me in that nature, and they're arguing over me in that nature, and because they're arguing over me in that nature, nobody arguing over your broke ass. Don't nobody want you, Martell. All right, let's continue.
This what he want. He want women fighting over him. This ain't got nothing to do with no man at all. I gave that up in 2020. This is 2023. I left him in 2020. Ain't been back since. So it has nothing to do with no man at all. I don't care about him. Don't want his attention. I don't need him. Don't want him. It has everything to do with, as a woman, why do you continuously think that you're going to keep coming for me? Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Because she figured that you're never going to come back at her. That's why she keep on doing it. You gotta beat this hoe and embarrass her and literally blow her for everything, every single thing she got. You gotta bring her children into it. You gotta reach the level of disrespect that she reaches. Now, I know some of y'all gonna be like, well, Jeremy, that's not what you need to tell people. Take the high road. The high road has been leading her to hell. The high road has been taking valleys and ups and downs. At this point, if you just take the scenic route and beat the hell out of this bitch and verbally demolish her and put her kids in it, that's gonna back her up off of you, because every single time she gonna get ate up. She gonna get tired of getting ate up. She gonna get tired of getting her ass beat. At some point, you get tired. I'm gonna say it. Right? At some point, you just get tired of getting your ass whooped, verbally or physically, whichever the case. That's why she feels like she can continue to try you, because she feels that you're not going to respond. She could just continue to take her frustrations out on you that she has towards Martell, because honestly, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with Martell, because Martell will always make her feel inadequate because she's not you. And that's what makes her so angry, is that she will never be who you are to him, or who you were to him. And she will always be not even a second fiddle, not even a third fiddle, not even a fourth fiddle, not even a fifth diddle. She ain't gonna even be that. She gonna be at the end of the block, around the corner, behind the countless other bitches that are all chasing Martell and his broke ass nature. She's gonna be that one, but she just has a child with him. So she's angry about that. She holds resentment towards you because of that. And because of that, she's going to continue to try you as long as you don't respond to her, because it's a way for her to get out her frustration. She can throw a shot. She can do a little bit of this. She can do a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, Arionne, pick your pussy up off the floor. Gain some respect for yourself. Go back to school. Take care of your kids. Get a new BBL. And get some furniture in your house. That's what I gotta say. I'll continue.
Why do you think that? And any woman on here that's been in that position, I'm talking to you too. If you have been messing with somebody's husband and they give that man to your ass, take your ass on and live in Everland, happily ever after land. Go on and do your thing. Live your life. But to continuously try to keep coming at the once then wife that you was sleeping with her man, her husband, that is whack, lame, and I'm not here for it. And listen, let me say this. I know some of y'all are like, but Mel, stay on your throne, you're queen.
You can have a throne. Like, you can wait. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand respectability politics. You can look, if you like, look, this is my throne, right? Suppose y'all see this seat right here? Now, suppose somebody was playing in my face. I leave this seat, right? I leave this seat to go beat their ass, right? And then I come back home. The seat is still going to be here. The throne is still going to be there, because at the end of the day, it's mine. Nothing that I'm going to do is going to remove this throne from me, right? So you whooping her ass is not going to diminish no throne. And if y'all in y'all respectability politics, you can beat somebody's ass and still be a queen. You just a queen that can fight. Period. Right? Period. Now, I'm not saying that that's the way to settle this. I'm not saying that that's the way to handle things at all times, but I'm just saying that, like, her checking somebody is not, getting rid of her throne. Girl, if you don't go whip her ass, hashtag beat that hoe.
Queen, when I finish doing what I got to do and say what I got to say, I'm gonna be a queen after that, before that, during that, and after that. I've been posting business deals and business stuff in between the mess on my story for the last 2-3 days. That ain't gonna stop. That's not stopping. But what I am saying, y'all, is people have to learn to leave well enough alone. Quit bothering people if they ain't bothering you. Don't bother folks who ain't bothering you. My auntie just came on here. Auntie, go on and get off this live. My favorite auntie just got on here. Go on now. Exit.
Somebody please go to the auntie's house and cut her cable lines, please. Go to the auntie house and cut her cable lines. Okay. We need to go to her house, cut the cable lines. And we need to make sure that her Wi-Fi is cut off. Can somebody go do that? Please put a one in the chat when y'all done that, please. I'll wait. Put a one in the chat when y'all went to the auntie house and cut the cords of her cable line so she cannot see this live. Because we all know aunties don't know how to operate Instagram without a Wi-Fi connection. Please go to her house and cut the cable lines, please. I'll be waiting in the chat. Where's the ones at? All I need is a couple ones. That's all I need. Okay, so High Vibe cut the cable to her house. Okay. Thank you, High Vibe. Okay, Millie. Okay, Mia. Make sure y'all ain't cutting anything else, damn it. Y'all, like, how many damn people gonna cut the cable to her house? Damn. I only know how to disconnect. Okay. I ain't about to play with y'all. Let's continue.
Exit. Don't bother people that ain't bothering you. Period. And this is what I'm on right now. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It don't matter. I'm on what you on for real. It doesn't matter because I don't bother nobody. I sit over here, mind my business, handle my kids, all the little snickery, little childish shit that's been happening in the past few years. I have been ignoring. So can't nobody come up here telling me what to ignore. I don't want to ignore nothing.
You ain't got to ignore nothing. You ain't got to. You can address it if you want. You a grown-ass woman, Melody. You a grown-ass motherfucking woman. You could address a bitch if you want to. Damn it. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do in this bitch. Okay? I'm tired of people trying to police what hoes do. You can't do this. You a mom. You got your booty cheeks out. You a mom. You a queen. Girl, at the end of the day, none of that matters. I can beat her ass and be a queen after all of that is said and done. Okay? After all of it is said and done. Do you hear me? All right. Let's continue. All right. Let's see. So I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna see what order this is in. Can y'all let me see real quick? Okay, cool. I think this is possibly the next video. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into this one. How many videos did Melody make? Honestly, I'm just a tad bit confused. Okay. I'm just a little bit confused, but all right. And this is non-mag TV.
Out is about somebody's body or about somebody's hair, all that surface. Come with something. First of all, ain't nothing bad bodied over here. Let's be clear.
Yeah, that was a very strange way of trying to come back at her, calling her bad body. Why is that your first go-to? Why is your first go-to something so trivial and something so, surface level? You calling her a bad body, but you're broke and you're living on Section 8. I'd rather have a bad body and be rich and successful than to be a BBL body and still be living in Section 8 with nothing to show for it. And I have to literally fight the echoes bouncing off the motherfucking walls of my house while my kid is crying, while I'm feeding him popsicles at 6 o'clock in the morning. I would hate that, Arionne. I would hate that. I'd rather be bad body than rich than have a BBL and be a broke bitch. I would hate that. But you ain't got nothing else to talk about because you're childish. You literally have the child of an 18-year-old. Like, you are very insecure and you're very immature.
Come with something deeper than that. Like, come with something better than that. That's the first thing lames want to throw out is about somebody's body or about somebody's hair, all that surface. Come with something deeper. Let's talk about your morals or lack thereof. Let's talk about your integrity or
She ain't got no integrity, but you want to know what she does have? She does have an open cooch for your baby daddy because she has no self-respect for herself. And she probably also has, you know, what you call those things? What do you call those? What do you call them? Knock knees? Because whenever those girls get those, you know, get those BBLs, it's so much pressure on their hips that they knees start to invert inward. So she ain't got no morals. She got an open cooch and she got knock knees. At this point, baby girl is a streetwalker. Let's continue.
Lack thereof. Let's talk about that. Okay. Let's talk about some stuff that actually has a little bit of substance. Okay. Secondly, girl, you're talking about I filed bankruptcy. Yes, sweetie. After your boyfriend filed. After he filed. So I didn't want everything to fall on me, not because I couldn't take care of everything. So let's get the facts straight. But I'm sure you have still continued to listen to all the lies that he gave. You know what? I finally understand why you was able to be a side chick for 5 years, because you dumb. That's why.
She
I didn't know how slow you really were. But you've been calling me slow for years on Beyonce's internet right here.
I'm confused. Did that like is this edited?
It ain't said nothing. But now I understand how you've been able to be a side chick, how you was able to do that for 5 years. Because you really slow. And then he still ain't out with you.
Period. You want to know why, Melody, that he's not out with her? Because she's an embarrassment. It's a one thing if it's one dumbass in a relationship, but for both of us to be stupid, that's a whole new level of low. Like, not only is he the dumbass, but he has to be the brains of the operation, and that's hard for Martell. He can only be the brains for, you know, a day. But for him to have to be the brains for like the whole relationship because Arionne is a dumbass, he can't handle that. He don't want to make her a wife because at the end of the day, he ain't out here trying to really provide for nobody. He ain't really trying to be a leader of the household. He want to be kept. But he just want to be able to tell the girl what to do in the meantime. He want to be traditional, but he want the girl to provide. That's what this is. And Arionne is not that type of provider. The only thing that Arionne has to provide is a hoe and a hoe. Well, shit, Arionne, I don't know what else you can provide besides that. I hate that for you. Is it raining outside? Oh, it's raining outside. Yeah, I was not planning that. I was not expecting that. Let's continue. Period.
That is called slow. Get yourself some morals. Get yourself some integrity. Do yourself a heart check. And let me be clear. Where's your daughter? Because you said you had a family day with y'all 5 kids.
Wait, hold on.
I got 4 with them.
Wait. Can y'all tell? Did this woman? When did Arionne say that she had a family day with her 5 kids? Was she talking about Melody kids and her child? Huh? I'm confused. Can somebody explain that to me in the comment section? She claimed Melody kids. Oh, this bitch is being very disrespectful. Wait, let me look this up. Y'all, I gotta be more in tune. I gotta be more in tune with this. I gotta be. Let me see. Let's pause on this for a second. I need to go look this up. What did she say about her kids? What did she say about the children? What about the children who ran away and ain't coming home today It's a message from coast to coast from thugs who really need it the most, a thug holiday. Okay, I'm looking, y'all. I'm scrolling down. I'm looking. When was this? When did this happen? I'm looking, y'all. Give me a second. Just let me get there. Let's get there. Damn, Faith Evans got to pay Stevie J $1 million. Got to stop marrying these broke niggas. Trying to tell y'all. Ice Spice looking like Annie. Oh my gosh. We don't like that. Natalie Chen is still out there. Oh my gosh. I'm still looking through all of the tabloids trying to find where Arionne was talking about her children. Mama D's trying to show her ass cheeks again. Y'all call the police. I'm looking, y'all. I don't think I can find it. I'm saying, but it's not on like the Shade Room or like, it ain't on there. Okay, let me try to look it up online. I'll try to look it up online. I really want to know. I feel kind of left out now. Like I don't really know the full story. I don't like that. Okay, let me look in the news. Is Arionne Curry in the news? Oh, okay. I can see. Okay, so let's share this tab real quick. Let me show y'all what I see. But like, what did Arionne say? I see Melody's post. It says, let me see. It says, I see it's a lot of new people and I want to address something so it's no misunderstanding. I went off on live yesterday because I'd had enough. I've been taking the high road for years now. When you getting freed, y'all, when you freeing yourself from restraints, you got to talk like a slave. Because you got to get into that mindset right before the freedom hit like that. So I see a lot of new people and I want to address something so it's no misunderstandings. I went off on live yesterdays because I had enough. I've been taken to high road for years now, to be clear. Martell is not my man and I don't care anything about what he has going on in their days. And that's the problem. Even though I don't deal with this man, this bird, still discussing me, and now audio has been released confirming the whole Revenge P plot and her having it being the Revenge P and willing to send it to a blogger. Okay. So yes, y'all see me responding to this bird. After when you say this, you have to put a lot of emphasis on bird, okay? Because that's what she is. So she says this bird, after ignoring her lives, posts, discount codes, little interviews, each discount codes for years, and trying to take the high road, but enough is enough, child. One thing Arionne will do is make a discount code for some clothes that we will never buy. We will never buy the clothes, Arionne, but you can continue to make them those discount codes. Sis. Nobody want that stretchy ass, AliExpress fabric dress. Like, don't nobody want those dresses. Don't nobody want them, Arionne. But I don't see any type of I don't see a post from Arionne though. But you know what? I'm gonna look up hashtag Arionne Curry and see what that's hitting on. Let me see if I can find something in Instagram like that, because I really want to know what she said, y'all. I'm sorry. I know we pausing, but I really want to know what she said. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm getting warmer. I feel like I'm getting warmer. Okay, we getting there. It's T with the something. What's her name? T, like T with Tia. Okay, she got some stuff, but we got to go back 3 days, y'all. We got like follow me. We just got to get the full story, y'all. We got to get the full story. I didn't know it was Instagram posts attached to this. I did not know. Okay, I did not know that. All right, but I'm gonna take y'all. We gonna do the field trip together. Oh, so this was 2 weeks ago. So wait, where's that? I'm confused. How long ago was this? This was a week ago. Okay. All right. Boosie. Yuck. But all right. Tiana Taylor. All right. Okay. What is going on, child? It is raining hard as hell outside, y'all. I'm saying I just got to get more of the information. That's it. That's all. So follow me, y'all. All right. So I don't really see it. I mean, I saw it like, clicking onto this channel, but I mean this Instagram page, but I don't see anything else about it. I see Janelle Monáe's titties, but what that got? Okay, I see. It's right here. But I don't see anything after this. I don't see what Arionne said. Nobody has her stuff. So we really ain't gonna be able to see what Arionne said about the kids. Okay, we can just continue the damn video. I'm mad.
You got one and then another child. Now, you can't count either. I already know you don't know the difference between here and here, HEAR and HERE, but you can't count either.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
So, somebody said, please recharge this. Girl, y'all know I'm already handling all of that. And then for you to say you aren't talking about me, girl, you still got a whole video of me with my then husband. For what? What you got that for? For what? See,
that's so crazy for you to even have that type of video. Like, for the lack of disrespect, PYT sent it to my Instagram page. Thank you. See, this is why I love y'all. Thank gosh, because like I was really out here looking for it. Y'all so good to me. Y'all give good love to me. Okay, I found it. Let me zoom in. So it says, let me see. Can y'all wait? Let me do it like this. Can y'all see this clearly? So it says, first off, I wasn't even talking about you. I haven't spoken on you in over 2 years. You're lying. You definitely spoke on her. Like it hasn't been like over 2 years I've been doing YouTube, and I got a lot of videos on you. It has not been over no damn 3 years. What are you talking about? Girl, bye. Don't flatter yourself, teacher. I'm not thinking about you. I'm confused as to why you would think I'm thinking you about what? I'm confused as to why you would think I'm thinking about you. I'm confused as to why you would think I'm thinking about you. Slow. You so bossed up and you still thinking about Arionne Curry. Well, actually, Arionne, you were thinking about her because the video is on you, apparently on Original Straight No Chaser, talking about exposing Melody's sex tape. But okay. What have we been saying for you to think? I think you obsessed with me, silly bad bodied ass. You up here talking about millions. You filed for bankruptcy. Shut the F up. And you in that show want me to be worried about you so bad, girl. The F bye. Pull up, not today, maybe next week when you got the kids and can get one of your babe 22. Not only are you gonna diss her, but you trying to use the reads that Martell made against her to against her. But you can't talk about how you gonna bring up what Martell said when Martell said that you were less than 15%. and that you were a peasant, that you were a mistake, that he should have never did any of this with you. Like, you gonna use, okay, then that means that you were less than 15%. At this point, sis, you're about 99 cents worth. Since you're trying to use reads, like, girl, you don't know anything about that lady's kids or who her kids are with. Me, like, can't with your 22 babysitters. Me though, I'm out being a mother to our 5 kids. So not only that, but now you're going to say she got 22 babysitters, but then you, in the same breath, you're gonna say, like, you gonna go hang out with her kids as a babysitter. When Martell been saying and lying, talking about the only person who watches his kids is his mama. It's family day. Holla at me after the 4th. Well, she said holla at after the 4th. We out having fun, Bookie Boo. Ooh, girl. You are disgusting. Ooh, life is gonna whoop your ass. Life is like, by the time she hit 30, she gonna be looking like Miss Marlene. By the time she hit 32, she gonna be looking just like Miss Marlene, hair thinning. Getting them like, you know, distance ass box braids, just doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's crazy that you are out here playing with this lady kids. You really want to get your ass whooped. You really want to get your ass whooped. Imagine coming for somebody for years on social media, then they finally decide with everything in them, they gonna get on your ass. First off, it's here. Secondly, ain't nobody saying your last name. Last I checked, I did millions before I even knew you. And girl, shut up. That's your problem. You talk too much, then want to holler. I don't even be. Shut up or pull up. Period. Shut up. Somebody go get this damn dumb. Exactly. When your mouth gives you a check your ass cannot cash, like I said, pull up. Pull up. 5 kids, where's your daughter, boo? Or you don't know how to count. Oh, that's right. Her father knows you whack, period. Her father knows she's a terrible mom too. Her father knows she's a terrible mom too. Terrible mother. Terrible mother. Now she gonna say, wait, so not only that, but Arionne still got most stuff to say? So apparently Arionne gonna say, y'all, now y'all can see what's been going on in real life for years. I could be talking about the sky. She gonna make y'all think I'm talking about her lace front. Girl, why are you? Who cares who wearing wigs? What type of wigs is these? Girl, you fuck somebody's husband, girl. If she wearing a lace front, oh well. Girl, like, you know, at the end of it, I'm like delusional. I'm not mad at you, nor do I feel any hate towards you, girl. Let that go. Me discussing you does you're literally discussing her on the video, talking about her sex tape. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You sound literally like insane. It's like she's literally playing in our face, y'all. I don't like this. You're the one who put me at the front. Girl, can we say this? Nobody put you at the forefront of our show. What happened was you fucked somebody's husband who got on a TV show. Therefore, and it's revolving around marriage. And you entered yourself into somebody's marriage and fucked their husband. So therefore, no matter if it was you, anybody else, the side chick was going to be a topic of discussion because you want to know what? It was an issue inside of the marriage. You dumb bitch. But let's continue. Me discussing you does absolutely nothing for me. You're the one who put me at the front of your show, then cry and walk off stage. Like, not only that, but then you're watching episodes. Like, you're so pathetic. Like, you watching episodes, but you ain't taking care of your son. How that work? While you're laying in that bed, hair unbrushed, child unfed, ass looking diapery and lumpy, and you get on your internet and look at Melody Holt's television show while also talking shit after fucking her husband. How does that work? In my Tokyo Tonya voice. Like, how does that work? Duh, because you wanted to. You the real dummy. How you feel now looking stupid responding to something that has nothing to do with you? Bitter. Like, if this is not the dumbest bitch, if this is not the dumbest, goofiest, retarded bitch I have ever laid my eyes on, y'all, I don't know. Y'all, I am so disgusted with this lady. Woo, child, the disgust. Okay, so now we caught up, so we can get back into this.
That's low too, baby girl. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest. If I was with a dude and he my man, and he got a video of him with another woman and trying to show it to me, send it to me, anything to me, I would be like, do you still want her? Can you stop talking about her? Why are you sending me this video of you and her? Like, that don't make you think that, like, slow. So somebody said Mel got time all weekend as we so since you said you can't pull up today. Just know, baby.
She's slow. That's how she was a side chick for about 5 years, because she is not a thinker. She allows her pussy to push her in the directions that she wants to go in life. I've never saw a hoe like let their pussy control their thoughts and opinions. I never saw that before until I came across Arionne. Like, she's literally letting her coochie be her brain system. I feel like her head is just filled with air at this point. She's really dumb, Melly. You're right. She's slow. And the fact that she's trying to call you slow is even more slow within itself. And the fact she's trying to say that it was because of her your show took off is crazy within itself. Like, you've never been on the show. They never gave you an option to be on the show. And then on top of that, they never even really said your name on the show. All that they've talked about is her man fucking another woman, a side chick. You came forth like waving a flag, like, it's me, y'all. I'm fucking her husband. It's me, y'all. I'm the side chick. Like, that's something to be proud of. And then you're mad because you get dragged. And then you want to get on the show to try to clear your name. At the end of the day, your pussy has a scarlet letter on it that spells out infidelity and side hoe. So at the end of the day, Arionne, is nothing that you needed to come onto the show or to confirm or deny. We already know that your pussy is the wasteland and the seed of unborn children. We already know. So we don't need to hear anything from you. You fuck somebody's husband, so therefore you deserve to get dragged. Period. Let's continue. Can't stand this hoe.
Girl, the doors are always open. And yes, I've already told my security that when they see you to pulling up, let you pull up. They got your picture. So pull up any day of the week, this week, next week, whatever week. Because I'm here. I'm very much so here. And your boyfriend know my address, so he'll give it to you, I'm sure. All right. Mind your little girl ass business. Stay in the little girl's slow, concubine place as if you was the wife, and you still ain't a wife, ain't doing nothing but bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. And I do want to give you some reads, Melody, because you still giving her classy reads. You need to get into this bitch to the bone marrow. You need to tear her apart down to the nitty gritty. You need to get into her motherhood, her mama, her family, her background, her coochie scent, everything about her. You need to rip it up and tear it down and tear it apart. And then allow us to also corral you and be the chorus in the back, repeating and singing the things that you're saying. You need to destroy this bitch, because she's a little bit too comfortable for my taste. But you know what? I understand. You want to be you classy about it. I get it. I'm classy too when I'm not on here. But I'm just saying, if this was me,
okay, mind your business. Keep me out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my business out your mouth, and keep my and what I do with it out your mouth. All of that. Period. Okay, and then we'll be just fine. Because you got what you thought was a prize, right?
Exactly. She got what she thought was a prize and realized it was a broke ass nigga with skin tight pants and about a scoop bald head, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he ain't shit. So not only are you gonna have no hair, but you ain't gonna have no money, no access, no power, no security, no providing, no protection. You just have no. All you have is dick. It's giving sad. It's giving sad. It's giving sad. It's giving sad, girl. It's giving sad, Melody. So you, like, at the end of the day, Mel, go about and do your thing, sis. Because at the end of the day, we all know what the real tea is, and that's Arionne pussy is suffering. No telling how many venereal diseases she probably got through Martell. No telling how many times she had to go to the clinic. No telling, girl. So at the end of the day, Mel, it ain't even that deep. Okay, so y'all, I have a question. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all want me to drop the link so we all can discuss this? Because I want to hear what y'all have to say, but only if y'all could be respectful towards one another. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all on the same accord when it comes to this. But I will post it. Like, wait, where's the likes at? How many likes do we have? How many likes do we have? Can somebody calculate that for me in the comment section? How many likes do we have on the video? How many likes do we have? Like, let me know. That would dictate all of us coming up on here and chit chat and you know, roasting the shit out of Arionne, because I know that's a lot of our pastimes. We love to talk. We love to eat Arionne's ass up. Well, not gonna say that. That's something that Martell like to do, but y'all get what I'm saying. But Bridesmaids was a read. That was cute. 129. Period. Okay, y'all. Period. I didn't have to even. Okay. All right. I'll do it. Okay. I'll do it or whatever. All right. Let's do it. But I can only be on here until like 140. 145. Okay, so let me do it. Call in. All right, y'all. There we go. Now, y'all, please, let's be respectful. I'll pin the comment in the comment section. Okay. And we'll have ourselves a good old time, I imagine. Pin message. And I want to thank y'all again, you know, for the also, can y'all subscribe to the channel, by the way? There's no reason y'all like subscribe to the channel where we give y'all some good ass content, you know, some real ass words, you know, like, you know, some real ass feelings. But while, you know, y'all decide if y'all want to come in here or not, while, you know, y'all have the time that y'all do to come in, I'll talk about Kimmy and Maurice and the whole situation like that we've been covering today. Like, I think it's so disgusting, you know, that Kimmie has to literally defend a dumbass man who literally has nothing going for himself and really does not hold her feelings in high regard. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to watch, and it's hard to see her struggle to find the words to defend him when he's indefensible. You know? It's like you're trying to fight for somebody who's not even trying to fight for themselves nor fight for you. It's like you just out here catching all of these strays, catching all of these bullets, catching all of this stuff or whatever the case may be. And it's disheartening, to say the least. It's disheartening. But you know, when it comes to the whole Melody and Martell and Arionne thing, it's something so disgusting about that. Like, you know, I see you guys in the back. I think it's something so disgusting about that, you know, when it comes to people trying to spread revenge, you know, revenge corn on people. Like, at the end of the day, like, what are you doing that for? Are you trying to dismantle her? Are you trying to embarrass her? Are you trying to hurt her? Are you what is that going to accomplish? Because at the end of the day, like, we all made sex tapes. We all have done something freaky at the end of the day. And if you did it with your husband that you were married with at the time, it really don't matter. Nobody cares anyway. It's 2023. Damn near everybody and their grandmama got an OnlyFans. So what you really doing anyway? You're not going to hurt nobody. You ain't going to mess up her money. All that's going to do is make you look like the pathetic bitch that we all know that you truthfully is, Arionne, that you truthfully are. It's crazy to even think that you would even get online to even talk to a vlogger original Straight No Chaser at that to even talk about this and to even try to send her this tape. Like, you are really a pathetic dumpster juice asshole. Like, it's crazy. Like, all I want Arionne to do is pick her pussy and her self-esteem up off the floor and, you know, at least raise it up a little bit so it can catch some air, dust it off, hit it with a dust mop. Because what we're seeing is gross. But let's continue. Y'all got something to say? What's going on?
Hey, I agree to everything that you just said, and it's just I'm really mad. I know, like, Arionne is dumb, right? That is a given. She's dumb. She's slow. Mel, I'm all with Mel and however way she wants to handle this. But my biggest issue is with Carlos, right? Because given the timeline, we know how Carlos loves to dabble in the misogynoir. We see how he's doing this with Love and Hip Hop Detroit, a whole bunch of men who don't respect their women. Like, we've seen this all before. But I'm going back to the timeline because Mel talked about this video back at the reunion. And Martell sat up here with, I think it was his interview with Queen Sheba, and admitted that he talked to production and Carlos about said Revenge P video. So I'm looking at Carlos like, so you knew about this. You've known about this for a year, right? It's been confirmed that it exists. And you sitting up here kikiing, hollering, laughing, talking about every other show but your own, saying that you're friends with Martell on this. I'm like, where is his culpability in all this as well? So I hope if Mel decides to sue whoever, Carlos is included in that. He should be, because he has some sort of like culpability and liability for this too, because this is your show and this was brought on your show, all happening while all these people are under contract. So forget Arionne in this, but Martell, and he's admitted it. And Carlos just disgusts me. Like, I'm so glad. I cannot wait for this show to be over, and I think that's what Mel is going to do, because I don't know what their contracts are saying, if they're allowed to sue certain people while they're under contract. So I'm hoping that Mel does leave, and I hope she sues everybody, and especially Carlos, because I'm sick of him. I'm sick of his pick me behind.
I agree. I already did a whole video ripping his ass up for a while, but they snatched the video down. So they said it was harassment. You win some, you lose some, huh? But like, yeah, I do agree that, like, I feel like every single time we see him, make a show, it's always regarding the discrimination, the misogyny, the disrespect, and the restraints of women. And he tries to say he was raised in a traditional household, whatever the case may be, and tries to make it seem like that, what we're seeing is functional traditional lives. But honestly, all we're seeing is disrespect. All we're seeing is women be demeaned, disrespected, stalked, abused, mentally tortured. And I don't know, it's like he takes some enjoyment out of it. It's like almost like it fulfills him. He gets so giddy when he's talking about the mistreatment of women. Like when he was talking to Maurice, I was so disgusted. It was giving pick me energy. It was giving, I was always teased for being like a gay, for being a gay man growing up. But now, I can be cool with the straight guys, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to demean all of these women. I'm going to laugh at it. And I'm going to uplift all of these toxic ass men. On top of that, I really want to sleep with them too. It just gives a terrible, nasty ass taste. And I don't respect anything that Carlos King has done, nor anything that he ever will do. I think that he's worthless. I think that he's a scum of the earth, and I feel that he needs to be eradicated at the highest degree. Period.
Well, can I say that it's always the women that look like us that he does this to. It's not like he does this to women. It's us. It's our kind of women. This is the time you say, if you want to black out shows and you want to say people that don't like women that look like us, because I'm not trying to say it because I don't want to say it on your thing. But if we're going to say that, this is the time when you say, let's black out the show. Let's get Carlos. Let's get petitions. When he's doing things like this, now these are reasons to go after him. Now these are true reasons. He noted this tape was out there and that it was floating around. He said nothing. He sat there and let Maurice talk about Kimmie and women the way he did. He loved to sit, and then every time he gets a chance to dog Mel, he goes after it like a dog with a bone. I didn't even know that he knew about this tape, but to know the way that he talked to Mel on the reunions, like she not just a side, she a whole restaurant. She wasn't fulfilling in your marriage when y'all were married. Like, what? And now to hear that, to know that he knew about that, and the way that he sat there and piled on with Maurice, when Maurice was calling Kimmie the maid, and he was like, just Molly the maid. Like, what? You can't sit there and keep trying to make us believe I love my mother, I love my sister. You can't. You cannot. It's no way in hell. I don't know what happened to him growing up, but some women somewhere did something to him. He don't like us. He don't like us at all, and he shows it each and every time he gets a chance to show it. Yeah. We've seen it. We know what it is, and he should not be allowed to give us no more shows that depicts us the way he do. No, you got Huntsville, you got DC, and you got Detroit, and who gets the shitty end of the stick? The women, the ones that look like us. The men go up there and talk to us, treat us, and he just thinks it's the best thing ever. He vicariously lives through every last one of those men that dog their wives out on those shows.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, we knew he was going to be with, like, you know, with the BS, because at the reunion, that last reunion, I just remember being so disgusted, because remember when Martell brought up how Mel was giving fellatio to some man or whatever. Martell brought that up on the stage, and he's like, I got the text. And I'm just like, wait, what do you mean you got the text? What does that even mean? Like, I thought that whole situation was really weird. And then what irritated me the most is Carlos asked Mel, well, is this true? I think, and then he said something like, I think you will remember putting your mouth on something about that whole conversation.
Yeah, he did.
Disgusting to me. I'm like, Carlos, are you serious right now? Like, are you really pushing this story to get this woman to admit something she's doing in the privacy of her own bedroom? Like, he was so disgusting. He's disgusting.
Whether it was with her husband or not, she didn't have to talk about that. You sit there and want her to talk about any and everything. If Martell say it's true, you want her to talk about it. But let Kiki come out and say that Marcel was sending stuff to getting butt pics and liking them and all these things. Y'all want to cut that kind of stuff out. But soon as it's something that you feel like can degrade Mel or take Mel down, he want to go all in with it. I'm talking about he be sitting there smiling and almost foaming at the mouth like, get it, yeah. What else? Like when Destiny came out and wanted to talk about Mel, he wanted to talk about every time it's something about Mel, this man goes off. He gets on the edge of his seat. He can't wait. He wants to hear every last bit of it. It is disgusting, and it's been disgusting, but now he has gone too far for me. I haven't even watched not one episode of Detroit, and I don't plan on watching not an episode of it, because if it's anything like this, why do we need to put any more of that in us? No go.
Yeah, like I heard Detroit is terrible. I've heard Detroit is very disrespectful at the men. Like at this point on, really, I wonder what the OWN stands for. Like I heard Donnie say it stand for Oppressed Women's Network, and that's exactly what it gives. It gives oppressed, it gives destitute, it gives Oppressed Women's Network, and it's very embarrassing because I would never imagine that Oprah would be okay with this happening on her network. The treatment of Black women, like being treated like this, I would have never imagined that. But I guess. But
you see, even on Bell Collective, it's like every show this man does. I'm telling you, the women that look like us get trashed and dogged all the way out on each and every show that he brings on this daggone network. This is time for Carlos to be put out to pasture with the trash. But you can talk about all the other things that go on everybody else show you. Bravo don't care, bruh. They don't want you. They don't.
Where'd she go?
I think she dropped down. I agree with her about him. He is so thirsty for Bravo, and I need him to realize that that's not happening again. They're not bringing you back, sir. So let that dream die. Let's die.
So you can go over there and kill the other shows too, and like bring over women getting embarrassed and demeaned. We don't want that.
We don't.
Like we already getting that enough over their own network. And let's not even talk, like, OWN has a history of having some of the most terrible, degrading reality television shows for Black women. Like Ready to Love is degrading.
Yeah.
Like Bell Collective is degrading. All of these shows are degrading, and it's just terrible to watch. Honestly, I hate that for y'all.
Yeah, it is giving, and I'm just like, Dad, like, I know I'm not oppressed, but watching all this is just so triggering. It's just trigger after trigger. I don't think the shows all need to die. Like, and now that I see Detroit doing the same thing, I know you don't watch Detroit right now. Live in Marriage, Detroit. Okay, yeah. So it's only like 2 episodes in, and it's still like right off the bat from the first episode, like Black women getting done wrong, cheating husbands that don't respect them, husbands that move and make decisions and don't feel like the women should just be glad that they're married. Like,
yep,
marriage is a goal all over again. That's all Black men should be grateful for, is that somebody decided to marry them.
And even Bell Collector is supposed to be about successful Black women in business, and the men treat them like dirt, and he allows it. Like, why was you so pressed to videotape this girl, man, husband talking to her like that? I'm talking about they took the mics off every day, like, yo, we gonna get this. Oh, he embarrassing another Black woman. Oh, let's get this on TV too. Whether we gotta write the damn closed caption in it to let them hear what he's saying, we gonna get this. Every chance he gets, he does it, and it's disgusting. It's really disgusting.
Wait, so what do you mean? Who recorded something?
Remember when Latrice and her husband was outside?
Mm-hmm.
They took all the mics off and stuff, and they still put the closed caption. They put the words down there so we could read exactly what he was saying to her.
Yeah, they asked them not to film them. They went to the back, talk out in the parking lot, and production filmed them from afar and put closed captions on their conversation,
so we could understand each and every word that Cliff said to her.
But I'm glad
I don't know about y'all, but I was happy that they did bring that up, and that like, because that type of abuse needs to be shed light on. Like, it needs to be noted. It doesn't need to be hid. It doesn't need to be protected.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't need to be protected, but I'm saying he wasn't doing that to put the light on abused women. He was doing it because it was another Black woman being abused.
Right. And still will film with him, still will film a clip and use him for promotions or whatever, and then won't bring that. And I bet you at the reunion, that's going to just be a 2-minute segment of, oh, what were you talking to your wife about? Not about like, oh, you were threatening her and we don't condone violence. They're not going to say none of that. They're not going to say.
Because one time did he say, Maurice, do you not think that you're sounding kind of harsh? Do you not sound like you don't think you're sounding chauvinistic? Like, he ate it up, and then he added on to everything that he was saying. Like, yeah, because I'm raising the tradition. This ain't tradition. Everything that man said had nothing to do with a traditional household. A traditional household is when daddy was working his fingers to the bone, making sure that the family had each and everything they needed. Their sons were in line. The mother didn't have to do the heavy lifting when it came to the kids. The mother did the cooking, the cleaning, and daddy did the discipline. You waited for daddy to come home, and you were scared all day long until daddy came home. Daddy wasn't made to make the mommy be the stepdad. He want Kimmie to be the stepdad. He don't want to do nothing. Maurice is a 5-year-old little boy, and now when he got on camera, now you want to be a daddy, and his son looking at him like, what? Like, oh, so now the camera's around, now you want to say something? I don't know what that face looked like. I didn't know they had a face for that, man. Like, get out my face.
Told on that boy. Maurice told on himself, talk about something. I spend time with my son where I pick him up from school and
traffic.
I was just like, sir, you're telling on yourself. But yeah, that whole man of the household, I don't know if that's like the year of the word of the year for like Black chauvinistic men, but like I keep hearing this man of the household. Like, what? I need them to break down what makes you the man of the household, because Kiki's baby daddy said that too, but come to find out, like, you work for Kiki and she's the breadwinner,
exactly,
standing around in the household. What does that mean? Because it's just not giving what these Black men think it's giving. And that's not to say that you have to be the breadwinner or you have to do certain roles to be respected in your household, but don't be trying to put your peen on the table every time and you not backing it up with your actions and not contributing in any other way than running your mouth.
and riding her coattail, because you had no problem when she was sitting in that, when she's getting paid for being half naked, he had no problem with it. It was who the man was and where she was at, and he wasn't there, because I'm pretty sure he saw her before she left. Even if he wasn't there, y'all women, when we look good or we feel like we got our judge and we calling our man, we like, baby, look, you like this, don't I look good? We do that. So you knew what she had on before she left. It's the fact that it was Usher. It's the fact that you ain't bringing the money. You live in her house. Y'all don't live in y'all house. You're not marrying that woman. You can't ask for take half of the cow, you give her an engagement ring, then you own her. No, God, that don't work.
Yeah, Maurice, him, Martell, Marcel, they all need to take a class. The Anthony guy, Brandon, all these men, these husbands, and isn't it funny? Because I think on Love and Marriage Detroit, Anthony, one of the husbands, he's throwing a class about
oh my God.
the man, and Marcel is one of the guest speakers. I'm like, this is just a joke. This is all a joke. You can't pay me to believe that like they're just doing this for the ish and giggles of it all, because it don't make no sense.
Not Marcel that's gonna be running around asking for $100 tonight. I thought that man about to ask that girl for $1,000. He said, "You got the $100? You got it?" I said, "What the hell? You need a fix? What is going on right now?"
Yeah,
it's disgusting, and Carlos should be ashamed of himself.
But I just had to share my thoughts on Carlos, because I think that whole revenge thing, like I can't believe that we're at this point, but I do hope that he gets sued, and I hope that everything he touches burns to the ground. All of his shows. I hope Bravo never lets him back, and I hope Arionne and Martell go down with him. All right, I'll leave now. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, I have to leave anyway at this point. I
Yes,
want to thank both of you guys for coming. I want to thank you guys for both coming up. I'll put you down too. Thank you, Prosperity.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I had a good time with y'all today. I just want y'all to be left with this. Know that y'all need to love yourselves, that you guys need to put yourselves first, and make sure that you're always placing a high value on your self-worth. And I want you guys to know that I love every single one of y'all. And if y'all need a hug, here y'all go. You guys have purpose and you guys are loved, if nobody ever told y'all that today. All right. I love y'all, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day. And I definitely plan on doing the same. Okay. Peace. All right. Hold on. Arionne, you still ain't shit though. And you got diaper butt, but okay, peace. I'm really done this time.